Hi, Cancer. This is your reading for the week of September 20, I want to say 25, 26 to October 1st, 2017. For those of you new to the channel, I'm using Orisha Tarot cards. That's what they look like there, okay? Based on Yoruba spirituality, all right? AKA Santeria as well, too. Excuse me. All right, so Cancer, I'm offering tutoring to those of you who have little children, just general help with reading, writing, etc. If you need a little brush up or anything of the sort, I can help you out with that if you have little kids. I'm also doing something where I'm offering the sign that has the most views by the end of the week. That whole entire sign will get a $12 half an hour reading, private reading, okay? It is completely optional, so it's not mandatory. So let me know if that is something that you would be interested in participating. It will be a great way for me to get, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Great way for me to get to know all of you as well, too, okay, Cancer? So let's see. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. September, today I think it's the 26th. September 20, I want to go 26, well, 25, 26 to October 1st, 2017, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is happening with you this week? I actually work with a Cancer, too. I think 2, 3. Okay, so I don't know if you are connected to a Pisces or you're using your intuition or you need to use your intuition about somebody. It could have been someone who just joined the workplace. It could be workforce as well, okay? Right here in the center, you have the Eight of Water. So something may be making you a little bit uncomfortable. It could be a new person in the workplace and environment that's making you a little bit uncomfortable, or you feel uncomfortable in general, like physically uncomfortable. I don't know why. It feels like someone could be nauseous, someone may be throwing up, not feeling too good. If that's where the uncomfortable energies are coming from. If you're in a workplace, you may be uncomfortable to the point where you feel like you want to say something, but you're afraid of coming off in the wrong way in the workplace environment. You may be fighting with someone that you thought that you never end up fighting with before, and it could be that you're fighting or you're disagreeing with another water sign, another Cancer to be specific, or a Scorpio as well. It doesn't matter. It feels like you could have been in a relationship with someone where you thought you knew everything about them. You know what I mean? This is like Cancer to Cancer, or in general in the workplace or in the home, you thought you knew everything that you needed to know about a particular person or about a job, etc. But it turns out like there's secrets. Like there's more to be learned about something that needs to be handled. Something needs to be handled a little bit better. So either like you need to handle something better, or you feel like somebody else needs to handle some kind of management better. You know what I mean? Could be in the workplace, could be at home. Right here in the past, you have a message from Earth. So you may be connected to an Earth sign energy, or I'm getting a Fool. Maybe you feel like somebody's a fool, and that may be where the Eight of Water energy is coming from. Maybe you undercover feel like someone is a fool. Someone is not doing a job. Someone is, I don't know, like support. Either you need support, somebody else needs support because, I don't know, you feel somebody's a fool. I don't know. Like you feel like they're not, like, I don't know, like they need help. Could be mental. Maybe you're in a situation where maybe you think that someone needs to be evaluated or something. It could be a kid, or it could be a person or an adult. Maybe you feel like someone has, I don't know, it could be bipolar in the workplace environment, at home, etc. This is kind of like somebody is needing to get evaluated here. And maybe that's what's making it, you know what this looks like to me? You may be like, this could be a situation where someone rushes out of work early. Like this is like someone rushing out of work early, but this is kind of like AA meetings or something. And like maybe other people didn't know that. This is crazy. You know what this looks like? Someone may have had, or someone may have abused alcohol in the past, and like they have a job where people are like, hey, you're really cool, I like what you do, but maybe people don't know that, I don't know, where you could be you or somebody else. It could be another Cancer or water sign that is dealing with this. You didn't know that someone was, or either you're in a situation, oh my God, they'd be taking me for a win, I'm sorry. You may be the person that is running out and going, I have to go both ways, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're the person that's running out and you're going to AA meetings and people don't know that in the workplace or in the home. Like there's a secret. It could be somebody's undercover dealing with depression on the side, but they're not letting it show in the workplace environment, or they're not letting their parents show, their family know, or be aware of this. And if somebody is literally, I need to sit down. I'm sorry. Someone is literally like you, like putting on a facade in the workplace environment, but they have secrets. I don't know if it's you that has secrets, and like you're changing the way you are for one environment to the next. You know what I mean? This is kind of like I don't even know how to explain. This is kind of like somebody. I'm gonna go as simple as this. There's somebody coming into the workplace with, like, for example, they had on a totally different outfit, and then they change their outfit when they have like another job, or this is like changing identities out of nowhere, or changing, like, people just don't know what you're doing on the side. It could be because it could be AA. There could be somebody's going to AA on the side. Maybe you think that someone is going to AA, or a drug abuse situation in the past, and maybe you feel like someone is going to that. I don't know. Are you going to that? And maybe your coworkers don't know that you're going to that. It kind of feels like somebody could be seeing a therapist on the side, and maybe the coworkers don't know that. Like, someone could be rushing out of work. Like, they may be you or somebody else may be the first one to leave, but it's because of an AA meeting, or it's because of a recovering addict of some kind or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Are you doing that? I'm just saying. Or somebody else is doing that. Could be another water sign that's doing that. They're not telling you that, though. Like, nobody else in the work. I'm getting through this about just 2 cards. Nobody else knows that. It may be just the exception of one person, maybe. I don't know. Right here in the future, you have Oshala, the sign of Aries. So you may be communicating something to an Aries. All right. I don't know if you're connected to an Aries. An Aries may be a doctor or a therapist or a counselor of some kind here that you are traveling to see. It's uncomfortable because you don't want to see this person every day. You don't want to see them every day. It could be you have a kid. Maybe the kid is acting up in school, and that's what's uncomfortable. And you're being called in all the time to say, hey, come get your kid. The principal could be an Aries. The guidance counselor, somebody could be an Aries. It's making you uncomfortable. Things were going well in the past. Like, the kid was getting along with other people in the school, but all of a sudden, like, they're not anymore. You're not getting along with people anymore, or a child is not getting along with kids in the school anymore, or a teacher anymore. And like, they're gone now. You're leaving, they're leaving. Someone's leaving because either like their secret meetings are on the side are being exposed, because I don't know what the deal is with that. And then you have a kid where like a kid's not getting along with other kids in the school, and they're getting pulling out of school. You may be pulling your kid out of school because they're not getting along with classmates, or an abusive teacher. Okay? That's what could be going on here. Are you a teacher? And maybe people are saying that you're doing something. I have to go both ways. And that may be why a child is that's the real reason why a child is not returning to a class or a school, why you're not returning to a class or school. You could be taking classes, professor shit going on here. And maybe the professor's hitting on you, or somebody's hitting on you in the workplace, and you're not feeling that. And like, you're leaving, or you're contemplating leaving, or switching schools, or taking another class. It could be changing shifts. You're going to the morning instead of the night, or the evening instead of the day, whatever. The overview has karma. So you may be forced to change something here. It could be classes. You're forced to change classes or split classes because of some kind of abuse accusation towards you. So I don't know. This could be a family situation where a mother and a father, or the dad is being abusive, and that's why the dad is losing the kids, or that's why the kids have been taken away from the parent or the parents. That's what it looks like to me. You know what I mean? This could be a household, could be a job. Somebody has to move jobs or change locations because of an abuse accusation. You know what I mean? You may think that someone may have lied about it. That's why, like, you're no longer able to work with this kid. You're no longer able to keep this kid or stay in this job, or whatever the situation is. Or you could be on the outside looking into this. You could be the female. This could be the dad. Maybe the dad is unable to see the kids because of abuse or whatever it is. The foundation has the fire element. So you may have missed a phone call for whatever reason here. It could have been a new opportunity. It could have been a job that you were regretting not following up on. So it could have been a job where, like, you may have entered into a job that they're doing really shady stuff in the workplace environment, but you took the job because Either you had hopes for another one on the side, but they got back to you too late. The timing was off. And now something crazy is going on in the workplace that you're in now, and now you don't know how to leave. You know what I mean? Like, this is like getting another opportunity and not knowing how to leave a person, not knowing what to say to a person, not knowing what to say to a supervisor if you do want to leave. You know what I mean? It could be a kid. Like, you're not sure how to tell the teacher, hey, like, I don't really know how to approach this person or the situation. Like, I don't want to leave. You know what I mean? I don't want to leave, but at the same time, I need my sanity. I need my check. Whatever it is. So it could have been an abuse accusation. It could be somebody can't handle a job because they're recovering from something. Could be somebody recovering from abuse and they can't work in this, and whatever this environment is, they can't work in it anymore. Okay? So you can apply that to anything, to be honest. All right, so I'm going to do some clarifying to see what else is going on here, Cancer, for you, okay? This is interesting. Message from water. Oh, Shala. Ooh, so it looks like you traveled, this is like traveling into a trap. I'm just saying. It's like traveling into the trap. You may have jumped into a relationship or into a partnership or something too soon. You know what I mean? With someone, could be another water sign. You know, it could have been a water sign, said something shady about you on the side. And it could be, someone could be lying and saying that you go to AA. Or you're recovering from something. I don't know. Are you actually recovering from something? Please let me know that. You could be recovering from abuse, and maybe it's affecting. It could be somebody has been abused before. It could be a kid. It could be you or somebody else. You're recovering. They're recovering. You know what I mean? Someone could be recovering from abuse, but it's affecting. It shows, like the abuse shows. This could be showing up to work with a black and blue mark on your arm, on your face. It could be a kid that's showing up to school with a black and blue mark on their face, on their arm. You know, if you work with kids or something. So that may be why someone is like, hey, I don't want this kid in this class anymore. Like, I don't want to be responsible for something that I didn't do. You know, someone may be saying that you hit a kid, you know, or whatever the situation is. I don't know, you hit your kid or something, but whatever it is, the child is being taken away. Like, the child is being asked to change homes. You're being asked to change jobs or switch jobs, or you feel like you need to. You're not comfortable here. You know what I mean? You're not comfortable. You have a variety of shit going on here. So either somebody's in a situation where they're actually recovering from like doing AA or therapy, but like they can't function wherever they are. They can't function very well. And it could be a job. It could be you're not functioning well in this environment. There's too much responsibility, whatever it is. It's too much responsibility. It's overwhelming you. And it's kind of like you need to balance this job, and you also need to balance whatever it is that you go to on the side. You know what I mean? It could be balancing two relationships, two people. You know what I mean? You may be balancing two people, and maybe somebody else doesn't know that. You know what I mean? That message from Earth has Ogun in the past. So you may have traveled. I'm traveling into a trap. I'm just saying, you traveled into some type of trap-like situation going on here. Someone may be taking your ideas, so be careful with that. And that may be what is also making you uncomfortable in the workplace environment. You know what I mean? And that may be, you can feel it, like you're using your intuition. You, in general, are using your intuition a whole hell of a lot here as to people trying to take stuff or take ideas or something from you or take a kid from you. Maybe somebody has been secretly making plans to take your child away from you if you have kids. Or, I don't know, are you doing that? You may be secretly making plans to take somebody's kids away. Somebody's doing that with you, etc. It could be in a school. It could be a home environment. You know what I mean? Whatever the situation is. This energy that you're moving into in the future, though, is helpful. Like, not all is lost. Like, literally, not all is lost right here. I'm sorry about that. My phone is ringing. I have to get that in a little bit. Not all is going to be lost here. Okay? You got like a flight, or you got a fight or flight kind of situation going on here as well, too. Okay? Flight or fright. So either you're going to let this situation literally rule you. You know, don't let it rule you. Whatever it is, you're making money. You know, you're making money. Things are pretty much settled. You don't want people to get in the way of your happiness in the workplace environment in general. It could be a person. It could be an air sign that's in the way. You know, it could be an air sign that's trying to manipulate something on the side, and maybe you didn't know that. You know, this is like mutual friends in the workplace could be saying, okay, now I see. Someone could have said, you know, you may be in a situation where if you got one job, someone that you're friends with on the side may know your coworkers that you're in with currently now. And like maybe you didn't know that. And they could be saying that, hey, she used to drink, or hey, she used to smoke this, that, and the third. And that maybe that somebody's throwing you under the bus. It could be an air sign that's saying these things about you behind your back and you didn't know it. And it's affecting, you know, maybe that's what people are starting to think, that you go to AA or something. You know, just be careful who you pick to be your friends in the workplace environment, who you decide to get comfortable with in the workplace environment. People know people. I'm just saying. This is kind of like you got a new fresh job, and then maybe your old one, like a coworker from your old one knows someone from your new one, and they're trying to say that you had all these behaviors going on in the past. You know, you can apply this to a child situation. I'm getting a lawsuit. There may be a lawsuit situation going on here too as well. So this could be involving a kid needing to take a child out of a school, change a teacher, change rooms, change classes, change whatever, schedules, you know, because of a person or a job or a situation. Speak up. Whatever it is, like, you need to speak up. Don't let this happen to you. You know, don't let it happen to you, whatever it is. Okay, Cancer. I don't really feel like I necessarily need to do an outcome on this necessarily, but I will. Let's see. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's the outcome for this reading? So you can apply this to a job. You got a message from mother. I said mother by accident, but it's not an accident. You may be talking to a mother or a motherly figure. You may be trying to reside with this person. It could be a living situation that you're dealing with. You may be in a situation where you need to move in with your mother. Maybe you're in an abusive partnership with somebody, vice versa. And somebody needs to come live with you. You need to go live with someone, or take your kids to go live with your mother. Grandma bakes good cookies. So you may be leaving. Could be a workplace environment. There's shadiness you have to leave from, or you're being asked to leave, or a child is leaving because they said somebody hit them, or your kids, or you're being abused, or somebody else is being abused, and that's why they're leaving a situation. It could be a job or a workplace environment. But literally speak up, like speak your mind, like whatever ideas, whatever it is, like don't let craziness go on around you in the workplace environment, you know, or pull one over on you. Be careful. All right, Cancer. So take care and be blessed. Bye.